Hello everyone, Dungeon Master 372 here, coming at you with Season 2, Episode 3. Yes, that's right, we're on Episode 3. What we plan on covering for you today, I do plan on covering a little bit on Myst Ages and writing those Myst Ages out. Now, granted, on our server, eventually, our server will be going public as soon as we get all of our settings working correctly and everything. We're still testing those setups and everything. As you can see in the chat area here, we're getting certain stuff worked out and everything else. So that'll be something new for y'all to look at in the future. So yes, awesome stuff there. Also, you know, with the Myst Age stuff, I want to also iterate that, you know, on our server, as much as I dislike the idea of not being able to, of players not being able to create their own Myst Ages, since it's real lag-inducing to create multiple Myst Ages and having all kinds of different worlds loaded up on the server, we have those items restricted from use in the game for regular players. But the reason why I'm covering this is for players who are playing in single player and trying to follow along. They can also use this stuff as well and everything. So I really just wanted to cover it just in case somebody's playing around on single player and trying to follow along. I could show them how to easily create a Myst Age. Now, Myst Ages, the whole mod of Myst Age or Mystcraft, it's a little bit difficult getting all the stuff together that is necessary for writing a Myst Age, and it also the mechanics behind writing the Myst Ages is a little bit confusing. Now on our server we don't have instabilities active and everything because we use that to create extra worlds for players to either explore or mine in, and in order for us to be able to do that quickly and easily without having a whole lot of issues and lag on the server, we have all the instabilities disabled. So I won't be able to show you instabilities as much, but I will show you how to create a stable Myst Age even if you have instabilities active. First things first with this are going to be the items that are necessary and everything. Now I won't be covering the recipes for this, mainly because there are so many recipes and everything, and plus you got NEI and everything, so you can find those in your NEI. So let's get started here. Okay, the first thing, the main component that you're going to really need to create Myst Ages is the writing desk. And once you get it created, crafted, and placed down, you right click on the desk, and these slots here, of course, are all notebooks filled with different the different pages, and I have them all named to show us what they are. So like this one is our biome distributors and our populators, our celestials, effects, our lighting, modifiers basic, modifiers biomes, modifiers blocks, modifiers colors, and populators, terrain alterations, world landscapes, visuals, weather, and then I have a book that has all those as well, just in case I happen to delete one or so. Another thing that you'll need within this desk is paper, and you'll also need ink vials as well. Now, pretty much when you place the ink vials in here, you'll see that it'll fill up this little meter here and everything, and it'll show you how much ink you have. And I think it takes like 50 units of ink to write a page. So yeah, you're also going to need a notebook, an empty one, a blank one that don't have anything in it, mainly because you're going to be copying these pages straight over into this notebook, and then you're going to use this notebook in another machine which is right here, the ink mixer. And you're going to also need ink vials for that, and paper. And it'll mix those two together to give you link panels. And you definitely have to have these at the beginning of each one of your descriptive books in order for you to have a descriptive book. So make sure that you are well aware of that. So, and then after you get done with the ink mixer, grabbing your link panel, you're gonna take that notebook over here to the book binder. And once you get over here with the notebook, so let's just say we had some pages in here, and we have our Myst Age ready. We'll take this out, and it'll keep all the pages that we copied into it into the notebook. You'll take the notebook here, and you'll take it over here. Of course, you'll take it over here, grab the link panel, put it in here. Then you'll open this up. You'll right-click, and you let the notebook. You'll right-click here, and it'll leave all your pages. It'll take all the pages out of the notebook and put them in here in the order that you have them wrote down in the notebook. And then you'll take your link panel, you'll add it in, and then you'll have yourself a descriptive book, which is pretty much your Myst Age. However, whenever you do that, you're also going to need a link book that is connected to your home location. So you'll take a link book, you'll right click, wherever you want to spawn back at. So let's just say, right here, you just right click here, and whenever you use the link book, which well, see right now it's just called an unlinked link book, but once you link it by right clicking, it'll become a link book, and it'll be green in color. So pretty much it'll look like this book here. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and put this back up because we don't need that right now. And we're going to grab this book. This is the descriptive book I made for our mining age. First things first, we're going to take a look at this book. And I'll show you exactly how I've got it wrote down. How I wrote it out. So pretty much this page right here is your link panel and everything that you created in the ink mixer here. So that's how that'll work. Let me go ahead. Now for the most part, this specific Myst Age was written like this. We have an extreme hills biome. So you pretty much got to tell the grammar system what you're creating. So we're creating a world with an extreme hills biome, and we want that to be the only biome. So we created a single biome, and there's others too as well. Stone block, which means that its main blocks are stone. Now granted, on top of the stone will be dirt and grass. So this will be hidden by dirt and grass. Now if you replace this with any other kind of block, say netherrack or another kind of stone, that will be the main blocking, and it'll replace even dirt and grass for the top soil. And then you got your water block, and you're going to have to specify a liquid of some sort. If you don't, it can be random. So it can be liquid ender, it could be any of the other liquids that are listed in the ore dictionary. So, and then you're going to have to tell it what kind of world you want. So we just chose standard world because that's the way that works, the way we wanted it. We didn't really want to do anything real fancy as far as that part's concerned. Next, you want to specify your celestials, like your suns and moons. You can have multiples, and each one is separated by this page here, which is your length. Okay, and you want to go in this order. You want to specify length, direction, phase, and then the type of celestial that you're changing. So say for instance, we did 0 length. Yeah, 0 length, zenith phase, which means that it's at the noon position, normal sun. And that's just our first sun. That means that it's going to stay in the noon position for as long as the world is loaded. And even whenever there's nobody in there, you leave that area, you come back, it's still going to be in the noon position. And then we specified full length, north direction. This means that this moon, or this celestial, is going to move through the sky normally, at the normal speed, normal rate. And it's going to be going in the north direction. If what you would consider normal is the sun rising in the east and setting in the west, this is the opposite. This is rising from the north and setting in the south. And we got it starting at setting, so whatever the celestial is going to be going in the north direction at its normal pace, and it's in the setting phase, and it's a moon. And then we got full length, rising phase, north direction, normal sun. So pretty much it's the same as a vanilla cycle, except it's going to be going in the northerly direction. I specified stars just for an example on this, but the stars are not going to be necessary since we have a sun that's going to be constantly in the noon position. I just added that in there just in case. Next, you're going to want to specify your weather. Next, after all that, is your visuals. And I didn't add any visuals into this age, mainly because I really don't care, and it's not really necessary. So I let it be randomly generated. And you got, you can do your sky color and your fog color in here as well. So the next thing is features. So I added in crystalline formations, which gives the crystal blocks that you use to create portals and stuff with. I've added in nether fortresses, dense ores, dungeons, strongholds, villages, and glowstone block, which is a modifier, so whatever comes next is what that modifies. So we have glowstone spheres, and we have quartz tendrils. And then to end every mining age, you should always have clear modifiers. That way, if you have any extra modifiers, it don't create any instabilities. That's just if you have instabilities active and everything. So that's pretty much how I wrote this Myst age, and the way to go ahead and just distinguish how to do so. And feel free to just in single player go ahead and do that. On our server, however, it's all disabled as far as that, but you still can use your link books in the link book modifier, so that way you can create portals, or you might be able to create portals for now, and if we notice that it's causing a lot of lag, we might change that in the future. So yeah, so that's pretty much how you do that and everything, and that's all the time we have for this video today. I hope you liked what you've seen here, and if you do, please click like and subscribe. Please check out the links in the description below. Feel free to give us a holler, a shout out on our webpage, or in our forums, or shout out on Twitter, or in the description below if you want. If you have any suggestions or anything, that is very much welcome, especially on all of our outlets and everything. If you want to make suggestions on the server itself, and want to change the way we do things, you may make a suggestion, and we may or may not accept that. It's just depends on that. So if you want to strike a conversation up with us, that's fine. And be looking forward to our server being up very soon, because it is looking very great, and it's going to be awesome once we get it all up and running and everything. I look forward to seeing y'all on the server very soon, and as always, guys, have a good one.